It's tea time, ladies and gents, boys and girls, germs and viruses. That's not how that goes. Anyway, episode 510 maybe.
Yeah.
We'll find out. You people who can read incremental math numbers will probably know better than we would. Yeah. What are we doing today, James?
We can't read. We are doing some Alishan. I am recently back from Taiwan.
Yes.
And I brought a bunch of tea. Most of the tea I drank doesn't need to be consumed immediately. Aged poor, aged oolongs, who cares? But I did buy a little bit of Alishan, and that is something that, does get a little bit worse with time. So I bought this from a place in Taipei called Dignitea. They specialize in kind of Alishan tea. Cool. Let's. I actually haven't drank this yet, so let's get going.
Fantastic.
We can determine how it is.
Nice. We've had a beautiful October here in the Northwest, believe it or not, actually. And so having kind of a high mountain tea on the daily today actually works out pretty well. Cool. So they specialize in Alishan.
Yep.
And does that mean multiple vendors, multiple farms?
To be honest, I'm not sure, but if you go in the shop, you'll see that they almost exclusively sell Alishan tea. So there's not like most tea vendors you'll have, and they'll have like a price list or something, and there'll be like some Dong Ding, some Lishan, some Alishan, some Shan Li Shi. There'll be kind of your variety of your Taiwan hit list, Oriental Beauty, stuff like that. This vendor, pretty much like 70% Alishan.
Cool.
And a little bit of other stuff.
Love that.
So.
Yeah, I mean, go deep is one way of doing stuff.
Yeah, you can smell that.
It smells so
just
good.
kind of like buttery, creamy, very spring aroma coming from this. And this is spring tea, so it's not fresh, but it's, relatively fresh.
I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, these are the teas that really reignited my more adult passion of tea.
Adult passion for tea.
God. Oh, God. Clip that.
Yeah.
Clip that mod stream, whatever. We should do it. Yeah. We'll get on. I was going to say Twitch, but I don't think we can even register on Twitch. So we're going to have to go to Kick. Kick is the like...
Is like Twitch reject?
It's like the Rumble of streaming.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I'm calling out all nerds, all meme lords. Comment below. Do I speak the truth?
Cheerio.
Salute.
Pip, pip.
Pip, pip.
Straight down the middle. Exactly how I almost expect it. Like good body, good amount of flavor.
Yeah.
For actually this sort of tea. Sometimes there's like almost this ephemeral quality to them where it's like a little flavor light, but this one actually is like pretty loaded. Good florals.
I was going to say, there's just a very hint of a kind of more tropical fruit high note in there that I'm really enjoying. Creamy, buttery. Very floral. The actual leaves themselves are beautiful. In terms of the brewing parameters and stuff, James, fresh off the boil.
Yeah, using 5 grams. Let this hang out for a bit. First steep a little bit longer. Just let those unfurl. Yep. I can tell already that the leaves are pretty much unfurled now. They're ticking up pretty much the whole Gaiwan.
Yep.
Do the Denny shot. Show you this. Get nice. Real close to the camera.
Yeah, I mean, totally. And the thing, too, that you folks will notice probably is that, at least in my experience, roasted oolongs tend to unfurl a little bit more slowly. So something that's really quite green, like this, brilliant, verdant, you get into the action a little bit quicker. And yeah, I mean, the actual cup itself is full up to the brim, more or less. Yeah. So, to the lid.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, very refreshing.
It's so nice. I love the green flavor on these. It's not grassy necessarily, but just hints of those sorts of... No, it's not super vegetal. I don't know how to describe the green flavor too well on these, honestly.
Floral, maybe?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, like almost underripened flowers or something like that. Yeah,
it's very verdant, too. I mean, I feel like this tea definitely brings me back. In fact, I think it's been a while since I had a high mountain tea with this exact profile. Not that it's an uncommon profile, just that we don't necessarily drink too many high mountain teas. on the show.
Really high quality, really clean, really bright.
Yeah.
I love these teas. They're just so. These are definitely the kind of teas that I would introduce to a new tea drinker.
Yeah.
It's just so. You compare something like this to like a ripe and then like a raw. It's just like, whoa, this is all the same plant. What the heck?
Yeah. Mom test?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a tea like this, absolutely. You know, I think they'd probably be like, oh, it tastes kind of like roses or something like that, right? Just kind of, in general, give a sense of the sort of flowery nature of it. Yeah, really just, really nice. No astringency whatsoever. I think James's brewing parameters are spot on. What's the ML on this? 190?
70?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
75, yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, so, yeah.
You know, I'm going to say a no on the wartime test.
It's too chill. Yeah, not enough,
Yeah.
like, chaotic energy.
Yeah. You just be like, oh, the floral. Boom! Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
this is too, like, Gandhi and
Yeah.
less,
Yeah.
not
So,
Gandhi.
yes for mom, no for wartime. Probably a no for moms in wartime.
This is absolutely passing the backpacking ultralight test.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of teas especially are just so lovely
Yeah.
in that context.
Seems like this one you could push pretty hard without it getting bitter, which I think would probably help
Yeah.
in that sort of context.
Yeah, and if you're out there doing that, drinking slowly out of one vessel with the leaves in there, you might actually experiment with using less hot water. Even potentially doing something like starting the leaves with boiling water and then adding colder water so that they unfurl, but then you kind of try to stop them going crazy to avoid some of the bitterness you can experiment with, of course. How about in terms of the dynamic of this tea, steep by steep? You noticing big changes or anything like that?
You know, a little bit here or there. It's basically stayed a similar profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And you're not going to really find that as frequently in something like an oolong compared to, and you will, of course, with aged ones, but compared to something like a
Pu'er, yeah.
pu'er, like a shank. So,
Yeah.
yeah, nice. This is good.
Yeah. I wonder how many Alishans we've drank in the 510 episodes that we've done. Probably quite a few.
Yeah. Maybe a good question.
Probably like 5?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. I mean, there's other high mountain teas, so.
Yeah, I always enjoy these. I mean, these are, again, teas that I kind of immediately reach for when I'm introducing someone else to tea. So, I really like this. I got like nice kind of creamy, acorny almost, kind of nutty little bit in there, but not as roasted flavor-wise, not as round, a bit more high notes than something like competition grade roasted dongding,
Sure, yeah.
something like that. So more bright than your Oriental Beauty, but similar in nature to maybe a Baoshang, something like that.
And the kind of those teas you just outlined would be kind of a great crash course into Taiwanese oolongs.
Yeah.
Like just line those three
all-
up and
all
maybe start
delicious.
with this, go to Dongding, and finish with the old Oriental Beauty.
Yeah. Sorry about the coppers in the background.
It's Tom Cruise again.
Damn, man. He's always doing stunts in our backyard.
Yeah.
How many times?
I thought you were in space!
Yeah, man. Get back out in space.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to Tom.
Cheers. Tommy.
Tom, my boy.
Tom. You gotta get down here like a little dog. Oh, man. It's brutal.
It's probably my height or taller.
Really clean. Yeah, I'd say pretty flat, steep to steep. Not a bad thing at all. In terms of like how long this will steep out, James, what do you think?
Probably a few more, 3 or 4, maybe. It kind of depends how much you want to keep drinking this sort of profile. I think I'm already at the point where I'm extending the steep times a bit.
Yeah.
And you can tell this is good quality too because it's not getting very bitter, even with like me kind of pushing it fairly hard for a Taiwanese tea.
I love it. So good. I love the kind of like, it's so cozy, that kind of like slightly buttery, verdant, flowery. Oh, just a really familiar, delicious cup of tea. Can people get this?
I think technically you could. I think it's mostly a Taiwanese-facing business, but Dignitea is the name. It's in Taipei. They do have a website. I added them online, and they did say they'll ship to the U.S., so technically, yes. So yeah, go and check them out if you are interested.
Yeah, and or find other vendors that are selling tea locally, close to you. Try some just a variety of Taiwanese oolongs, green ones specifically. They're so fun to drink.
Yeah.
Find the one that you love, and then hey, inculcate your friends into our tea
Cult.
There you go. Wu-Tang. Subscribe, do all the stuff, like the video, send this video to your cat's ex-wife, Doris.
Doris.
We need subscribers. Until then.
Cheerio.
Peace.
Peace.